Straight into the demon's lair we go. Fun. We've talked about my claws, but do you know how they work?
I've seen them come out of your hands. They are shiny.
The shiny is called adamantium.
I have never heard of it before.
It's essentially a substance used to make people into weapons.
All power comes with a cost.
Yeah, like most things. I was born with the claws, but they were just bone. Fast forward a few years and I meet a doctor who sees something in me.
He was not a good doctor.
He's the one who coated my skeleton in adamantium. Hurt like hell. I wouldn't wish that pain on anyone. Safe to say this doctor isn't around anymore. Don't get me wrong, the claws are a part of me. Never hated him.
Well, looky who it is.
You were more laid back than I expected.
I'm on vacation.
Fighting the mother of demons is vacation?
Okay, I'm on sabbatical. Compared to teaching a bunch of kids, this is vacation.
I cannot picture you as a teacher.
To be honest, neither can most of the kids. But nobody wants to piss off Professor Knife Hands, so they shut up and listen. Mostly.
Who called you Professor Knife Hands?
Molly Hayes. Sweet kid. One of Nico's runaways back when. Also on the short list of people who truly kick my ass.
A sweet kid kicked your ass.
Yeah, I shouldn't have made her cry. When she's upset, she'll punch you through an entire church.
So you made a sweet kid cry, and then she kicked your ass?
They have to learn how to deal with smack talk. If an enemy gets inside your head, you've already lost. So I started off easy and made fun of her goofy hat. And then she hit me, and I shot up like the puck in a carnival game. When I came to, my bottom half was dangling from the roof of the danger room.
Then what happened?
The kid was a mess. Just a waterfall of tears and snot. She thought she'd really hurt me. And if I'm being honest, that's why I teach there.
To make kids cry?
Nah, that's a perk. I teach them because they don't know their limits. I can be the mistake they learn from, and not the one that haunts them for the rest of their days. We're doing this again, no question.
How can we help you, Hunter? Hydra won't stand a chance. This should prove useful.
Later.
what are we building today? All right, here's the plan. I'll hit this thing with the big hammer, and you...
Farewell.
Like playing with practice makes perfect.
Haha, nothing's gonna stop me now.
Don't tell anyone else I'm taking some time off, all right?
If you can beat Carol in a straight fight, I'll let you skip training. Good luck with that.
Thanks, Hunter. I see you found another of our mystic landmarks. These are the Standing Stones. Your ancestors among the blood used them to converse with the Elder Gods.
How does that work?
Members of the blood would gather among the stones and enter a sort of meditative trance. They say the gods would hear their thoughts, but the blood never knew for sure who was listening on the other end. Some of the older texts refer to a series of glyphs etched on the stones, but at first glance they seem to have been scoured clean by time itself.
Could they still be revealed somehow?
You read my mind, Hunter. I suspect the glyphs are still here. They just need the right words of encouragement, if you catch my meaning. Hunter?
Hello?
It's rare that I ever discuss my past, but you've become one of my closest friends, Hunter. Did you know that I used to be a world-renowned surgeon? Before I became a world-renowned sorcerer.
You really aren't what I expected.
How so?
Agatha and Caretaker told so many stories. The idea of you was nearly beyond imagining, but the actual you? Rather normal.
I thought I made a better impression.
You do. I wouldn't know how to speak with the person they described. But with you, the real you, it's so easy. It shouldn't be this easy. I always pictured a gulf between us.
The other Midnight Suns only had good things to say about you. I looked forward to meeting you.
I'm sorry it was under such negative circumstances.
The real you. I do not hold Lilith's control against you. You should not hold it against yourself either.
This is nice. It feels better than I deserve.
No. It is exactly what you deserve.
And that is...
A chance.
One of my favorite activities.
Not unlike the trials you faced. After my accident, I no longer possessed the dexterity to pursue my lifelong ambitions as a surgeon. It was an emotionally devastating time. One that I almost didn't recover from.
Wait here, girl. Good girl, Charlie.
Awesome.
Thanks, Hunter.
I don't know why Brock Rumlow fought for such monsters, and I never will. More than a healing factor, you know. Get ready to check out my amazing tracking ability. For hours, this'll be a piece of cake. Really curious to see what the Red Skull's so interested in down there. I gotta say, if this whole chase turns out to be for buried gold, I'm gonna be a little disappointed. You ever hear the expression transia is for lovers?
No.
Me neither. There's a reason for that.
My master, the Ancient One, taught me a great many things. Among the most valuable lessons came the understanding that there is a purpose far greater than our own personal desires. But you already know all too well what it means to sacrifice.
Yes? You have problem?
According to the map, the way into these tunnels is in a ravine at the base of the mountain. We can bring you...
How can this be? It seems we have been walking in circles for hours.
It's been 20 minutes. Relax. We're close.
You said that after your last sniff.
And I was right. If this is supposed to be an ambush, I've seen better.
Ambush. This is a slaughter.
No kidding. They were trying to get inside that vault. I don't believe in coincidences. Which means...
Project Gutermortar.
I'd bet my life on it.
So did they.
Guess Hydra just dropped a rung or two on the bad guy food chain.
Maybe so. Still, this Lilin feels different somehow. Feral.
You sniff that out?
We can debate the hows and whys later. Get that vault open before more of these things show up.
Too late for that.
You're right about that thing. Smells like it died, then crawled through hot garbage.
That is one way of describing it.
I'd be more concerned with how it fights, not how it smells.
Easy for you to say. Stop breathing down your neck.
Follow my lead. Just what this battle requires.
Hope you're ready.
I'm impressed.
Come get it.
Let me show you the way.
That must have taken practice.
Let's see how it goes. This won't end well for you. just what this battle requires.
Looks like you could use it. You attached to that face.
They will know our power.
Perhaps we should team up more often.
That looked like it hurt.
I haven't seen that kind of Hydra regalia since the war.
Old Johan was probably hoping to hide out here to the south. He didn't make it.
We have our hands full as it is without having to worry about Red Skull, too.
Now for something real special.
Watch and learn, friends.
How long have you been waiting to do that?
Your time is up. You were too weak for this fight. saw a move like that once, centuries ago.
Crude, but effective. Hope you're ready.
I am impressed.
Now it's my turn. It's about time. You aren't good enough for me.
You dare persist?
Hydra had that place sealed up tight. Where are those things coming from?
The way they move, these Lilin may have come from beyond our world. Walls are no obstacle to them.
Just when I thought I'd smelled it all. I'm gonna... Stay down.
Time to see if Red Skull really did hide his ultimate weapon here.
It's all coming back to me.
I'd say we found your god killer.
An old Enigma lock. Hang on. I think I might be able to decipher the sequence.
Got your decoder ring right here.
Great. Dollars to donuts, that alarm still leads somewhere.
Let's not stick around to find out. The hell you waiting for, kid? This way.
Crossbones command ship.
You gotta be kidding me.
The Temple of Chthon.
Not what I'm talking about. Better brace yourselves.
This is why we enter the code.
That's a real mean guard dog they got for this place.
You need to look for a way out. You can't beat him in a straight fight.
We'll either figure something out or die trying.
You sure know how to rally the troops, Logan.
concern?
A moment of preparation. Let's give it a go. Transcendent.
I gladly serve Lilith in return for this gift.
It's a bit harder than your average foe. Hurt a bit.
This is a dangerous game of cat and mouse.
Not so enjoyable when you are the prey, is it, Hunter?
At least we are still in the hunt. You have already been consumed.
Want it done right, gotta do it yourself.
Sorcerer Supreme with great ease, Doctor.
Not useful anyway. Mother has more.
Just hang in there.
Do you see the glow of Wondagore? Time is almost at hand.
Always some doomsday prophecy or ancient evil with you guys. Almost makes me miss Magneto.
Your mother abandons you. had your chance to escape. Size does not always equal strength.
Down a lot better marks than you.
I wish I could tell you we had some kind of air support or evac.
That would be too easy.
You'll leave when Mother says so, not before.
Just what I need. Bad luck for you. You scared yet?
Out. I won't forget.
Running out of options here.
And space.
One chance, Hunter. Return with me to Mother, and I will spare what remains of your friends.
Man, I miss the torn purple pants days.
It may be our only chance.
That ain't a chance, kid. It's a monster. So come on, ugly. Let's finish this.
Finish this, Logan. Yes, I will!
Hunter, come to the forge when you can. It's urgent.
Okay, cut the bull, Stark.
Are you heading to the meeting?
Yeah, I'll be there shortly.
Will I see you at the meeting?
Maybe. Depends how bored I am.
The dagger's clearly meant to kill Lilith, right?
Chaos magic is a huge drain on my mental health.
The occult emanations coming from this god killer are unlike anything I have ever encountered.
When I gripped it, I saw a face. The face of Chthon.
Yes, I suspected as much. The darkness I sense here is beyond the realm of mortals. It's no surprise Red Skull was seeking that level of power. This is more than just an artifact. But whatever it is could represent a change in the direction of our battle against Lilith.
The best way to understand power is to wield it. It is called God Killer for a reason.
And what if that power consumes you and turns you against us? What if this thing was really a trap, designed to ensnare the power mad and foolish?
I do not know.
And we cannot take that chance. I think the safest option is to keep it here in the forge for a bit longer, at least until I've had a chance to study it more. I don't think anyone should handle it until we know what it is for sure.
Very well. And how long do you think that will take?
Well, I think the world will be ending soon, so hopefully before that. I need to consult my grimoires. Check back with me when you can.
When I woke up this morning, the Red Skull was the furthest thing from my mind. Yet now it seems he's a key player, even from beyond the grave.
In my experience, the grave is but a way station, not a destination.
Every time I think I've got my mind wrapped around this conflict, I get thrown a curveball.
The Red Skull was your sworn enemy, no? Surely you have some sense of what to expect from him.
I fought the Red Skull countless times, and he never failed to surprise me. The only thing I could count on was his unbridled lust for power.
Which would explain why he had a blade called God Killer.
Good point. I guess I shouldn't be so shocked to find him tangled up in all this.
Earlier, you mentioned the Red Skull was drawn to the occult.
Like a fly to a rotting carcass. How much do you know about World War II?
I did not realize there was a World War I.
I'll just sum it up. Red Skull was a man whose ambition knew no limits. And when our world didn't give him enough, he looked beyond it for even more power.
A very dangerous man indeed.
And we're all safer that he's no longer among the living.
Safety is an illusion. Just because none of us have died does not mean it will not happen in the next couple of minutes.
It's amazing you can sleep through the night with an attitude like that. I see safety as a default state. Yes, it's fragile, occasionally threatened by the forces of darkness, but with a little luck and determination, they can always be beaten back.
I wish I could share your optimism.
It's the only thing that got me through my battles with Red Skull and others.
I wonder how the Red Skull came to share my mother's obsession with Chthon anyway.
Oh, I'm sure he tried to find your mother to help him. All part of his Project Gutmortar.
My mother never would have allowed him to share her power.
Well, I don't think he got that blade just to put it under glass, if you know what I mean.
He planned to use it all right.
Now we just need to figure out why Crossbones wanted me to have it. Whatever the Red Skull wanted with that.
Did you read today's book?
Of course, but you'll get nothing out of me until the meeting.
What is this about the God Killer?
The hilt. It looks a lot like the metal your collar is forged from.
Or chalcum. How can that be?
I'm not sure it is. It's just a hunch.
Strange should examine it, see if my hunch is right. Because if it is, the God Killer might be our best shot at taking my sister's life, putting an end to all this madness.
Is that not what we all want? An end to this?
There's only 2.5 members of the Blood left in all creation, Hunter. When we defeat her, my only sister will be dead, and our kind will be nearly extinct.
If that is the price of peace, so be it.
I know, but still, she is my sister.
And my mother. You must not have any reservations about what we are about to do.
I raised you well.
You raised me to be a weapon.
I raised you to be who you are, to serve your purpose, and I'm proud of you for fully embracing it.
I appreciate that, Sarah.
Perhaps we shouldn't get ahead of ourselves too much. We're not even sure the handle of that blade is made of orichalcum.
Strange will find out.
Make sure he does.
It's always good to see you.
Man, I just wish I could have brought...
Nice work out there, bub.
Time for book club. You coming?
Meet you there.
Let's get moving.
Yeah?
Welcome to book club.
Yeah, okay.
Oops.
I didn't realize Steve knew the author. I really should have read this when he first asked.
If you haven't, can we start?
I am ready.
Before we start, I want to welcome Logan to the book club. What did you think of the book?
I didn't read it.
Okay then, guess I'll start. Steve, I really enjoyed this book.
What stood out to you?
I know people have different approaches to leading others, but I never considered what drives them to do so. Take Custer. He led from the front and was mostly loved by his troops, but his drive for personal glory affected every choice he made. Eventually, Custer picked a fight he couldn't handle. His recklessness led to the death of himself and every soldier he commanded.
It was Custer's responsibility to judge what risks his soldiers would take. His decision to fight at Little Bighorn was the wrong one, but it was his duty to make it.
Yeah, I'm not losing any sleep over that. I think the biggest lesson, beyond don't be Custer, is that an outsized ego is a double-edged sword for a leader.
Also, you can't just get through life with a pretty face.
I thought you didn't read the book.
I didn't, but I picked things up from context.
I learned more about George Washington from this book than anything I was taught in school.
Yeah, that surprised me as well.
Before this, I associated him with statues, paintings, and the dustiest parts of American history. But here we see a military leader whose personal ambition was the victory of his army. He was clear-eyed about his goals and knew how to get out of his own way. Washington led from the top, though he kept counsel with various advisors. Once he made a decision, he expected his subordinates to follow his orders.
This George Washington reminds me of you.
You'd better not say it's the hair.
No, you keep counsel at Central, Once you make up your mind, you assign missions to the rest of us.
Huh. Leads like George Washington. I'll take it. More than anyone else in the book, Washington believed true leadership is a contract bestowed upon you by those whom you lead.
And that's where the book gets its title?
Right. The mantle of authority. It's something that augments you.
Which brings us to our final profile.
We really don't have to do this one.
And now I'm interested.
Steve, how long have you bugged me to read this?
Not because of the chapter on me. You all know General Phillips selected me for the Super Soldier program. For a time, he commanded me in the field, and that's why my profile is in the book. He was kind to say I led by example. Maybe that's how it used to be. But the Avengers isn't a military organization. If I gave Tony an order, he'd laugh in my face. To get anything done, I need the group's consensus. I can't give pretty speeches about the need to sacrifice. I have to show that putting in the effort today will make a better tomorrow.
If you leave the choice to others, you cede your authority.
Not in my experience. I only cede my responsibility. Then the others share authority by shouldering the same burden beside me. But I find little enjoyment in talking about myself, so yeah, let's end it here.
All right, we'll call it here. Next month is... Hunter, do you have any books to suggest?
None from the past few centuries.
Then Logan could pick the next one.
Sure. The Adventures of Crash Morgan number 5, The Last Queen of Deimos.
What is that exactly?
It's about a space explorer with a ray gun, a jetpack, and a fishbowl helmet. Travels through space with a robot dog. They get in wacky adventures.
That's a classic. A buddy of mine had that in basic.
I'm always up for space nonsense.
I'm not, but that's the book. I'll give it a shot.
I'm not sure why Logan joined book club if he's not going to read the books.
You are not required to do so.
Come on, it's the principle.
I'm actually surprised Steve recommended this book.
Why?
Steve can take a compliment, but he's uncomfortable with praise, especially from someone he respects.
What did you think?
Well, the punch is decent. But there should have been a bigger spread.
What I meant, what did you think about book club?
I just told you. Thumbs up for punch, thumbs down for snacks.
Well, at least Logan showed up.
You did not think he would.
I wasn't sure he'd be into book club, and I don't know what to expect from that book of his.
The name alone has me intrigued.
Maybe you're right. I should learn to roll with the unexpected.
You are allowed to be cautious.
Nah, I do enough of that out in the world.
All right, then.
You headed out?
Not just yet.
All right.
Logan picked an odd book, but I'll give it a shot.
You headed out?
I am taking off.
Later, then.
What's troubling you, Sarah? The hilt of the God Killer. It looks familiar.
What do you mean?
I don't know how to say this, but it looks like it's made of the same material as Hunter's collar.
The same material? Sarah, the collar we created is made of orichalcum, the metal of Atlantis.
I know. It sounds crazy.
Have Strange examine the thing. Because if it is, Sarah...
Heads up.
Yes?
You're looking well, Chief.